Do you wait to be in the mood so you can show up in your business and for your business? Do you wait to be in a state of mind, in a state of energy to show up for your business? Let's talk about this. We introverts need to spare our energy and we need to fuel our energy levels. But think about this. Do you wait to be in the energy, to be in the mood to show up for your business? Many of us wait, right? Today I'm not in the mood, but is that in alignment with the time you set for yourself to show up? Because if you don't show up in a day that you set it already for yourself, that in that day you don't show up, it's okay. But if it's a day that you have in your schedule that on this day I show up and you don't, you are not present for your work. Just wanted to show you the bamboo forest. And if you don't show up for your business, for the work, you are hurting your business, you are hurting yourself, and you are not accomplishing the goals you probably set it for yourself. What are you waiting, or what are the excuses you are making for not showing up for your business? At this moment, you know that you don't need to show up every day. You can define what is consistency for you, and you can also have material set it so you can show up without showing up, right? But if you are waiting to be in the mood to show up in the days you was supposed to show up and you are not, you are hurting yourself. So let's think about it. Most of us, before having a business, already worked for someone else's, and for someone else's we needed to do many times the things we didn't quite like it, right? But we needed to do them, and we needed to show up even in those days we lack on inspiration, we lack on motivation, we lacked on energy, right? I hope you didn't do the mistake I did to show up for others' business even when I was sick. That's not a good choice. That is a mistake. And yes, if you are ill, if you are sick, it's important for you to rest. But in the common days, I'm talking about the common days, when you don't feel like it, you are postponing doing the things you need to do and no one else will do. Mostly if you are solopreneur and you do all things by yourself, and you do the things you like and you need to do the things you don't like, because although you love so much your business, most likely that you don't like everything you do in your business. Many of us have wisdom to share, but then there are things in our business that we don't quite like to do, but they are important for the business to grow and evolve. But sometimes you don't like and you don't do. But when you worked for someone else's, you would do that. You could postpone a little bit, but you needed to do that. You needed to present work done for someone else's. And why are not you doing that with your business? Because when you work for someone else, you are working, and you are working hard to build someone else's dream. So why aren't you putting the effort to build your dream, your business. So think about that. And last month I learned something that resonated so much with me, and for us introverts, I know it will resonate with you also. The message wasn't for introverts, but I took it, and I know it will be important for introverts, for our community. That is, we tend to overthink, right? And many times we let something that drained our energy, made our mood get dirty, and we keep with that all day long. And of course that day won't be productive, we won't carry things, we won't show up. This thing I learned, and that resonated so much with me, is a technique someone shared with a share that someone else has shared. I don't know the source. I like to tell the source when I know, but it was a share of a share of a share. Well, what is it? What is this kind of a tool you can use? Divide your day into quarters. Because many times we haven't been productive, and we think, oh, my day is gone. If you divide your day into quarters, your first quarter of the morning can be ruined, okay, but you still have another 3 quarters to improve, and you can embrace that. And it's so important about the self-talk, right? The positive self-talk. So embrace that and tell, okay, this quarter didn't went well. What can I do to make the best of the next quarters? I have 3 quarters still. What can I do to make it better? If you need to rest, rest. Many times we try to push things without resting. It's important for you to have work blocks and pauses also. If you don't have a schedule with time blocks, this doesn't work for everyone, but one thing I like to do is at least have a day for something specific. Okay, so there's a day to work with clients, there's a day to collaborations, there's a day for creating content, and so on and so on. So if you try to do several things in the same day, your brain won't get set in the task you need to do right away. It needs a time for it to understand what you are doing and what it is supposed to keep doing. So if you change and change and change from task to task over and over during the day, you get overwhelmed, you start plenty of things that you don't finish. So at least having a day for that kind of work, it's like you being in a factory that you keep doing the same type of work during the day. It can feel restrictive because you are doing the same thing, but if you need something different, make something different in your pauses, in your breaks. So going back to understanding if you would be fired already, think about this. Some days I tell myself, oh, Andrea, you would be fired today. Are you doing the things you need to do? Are you postponing? Why are you postponing? So important to address that also. Why are you postponing? Many times we postpone and postpone and don't address it to understand why we are postponing. Is it related to the lack of time? Didn't plan it the way you should, so you can have time for it? You want to do it, but you didn't put on your schedule, on your calendar? Are you postponing because you have some beliefs you need to work on, or you have some fears you need to work around so you can do the thing you need to do? Think about this. But it's very important that you work on your business, you show up for your business and in your business. If you worked for someone else's, you would do even the things you didn't quite like it to do. In your business, mostly if you are a solopreneur, that you need to do everything. Yes, you need to do them. So I hope you have also a list of the things you need to do so you can address to them, because many times you don't show up, or we don't show up. I needed to have this realization also, that I wasn't doing things because I didn't put on the paper I needed to do. And sometimes it's a lack of awareness or a lack of knowledge to understand what you need to do. So there are at least 4 areas that you need to focus. They are building your prospects list, nurture your actual audience, and nurture your clients also. So what have you done today that fulfilled all these areas? All of them are very important for you to make sales, for you to grow your business. What are you postponing? Why are you postponing? Would you do that if you were working for someone else's? Probably you would, right? Even not liking, even with the energy low, it can take a little bit if you are with energy low, but I know you also do breaks, or you would also do breaks working for someone else's. Are you near to be fired from your business, or no? Are you showing up? Are you doing the things you need to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you need any advice, if you need any accountability with what you are doing, drop me a DM and we will chat about that. Introvert fempreneurs who are watching this episode on replay on YouTube, you are so very welcome to join us on the introvert fempreneur introvert fempreneur community inside Facebook. The link is below. I will very pleased to meet you there, and every time you join the Nature's Nurtures live, we can do a Q&A that won't be showing up here in the YouTube channel. So if you want to attend live and make your questions and have the answers right away, join the community. It's filled with other introvert fempreneurs who want to show up for their business with their authentic self.